This is the part 2 ng reading ko about Rene Baterbonia. So, just a disclaimer, hindi ito yung official niya na time of birth. This is just as an assumption reading through rectification. So, I just tried to rectify yung kanyang natal chart base sa research ko about him. So, kung gusto niyo mapanood yung rectification na yon, yung reading na yon, nasa previous video. So, for this part 2, ito yung event na nangyari. No? Ito yung versus pinagbabangga na natin yung kanyang natal chart, assumed natal chart, tsaka yung time of death niya. And for his time of death, I use 4 p.m. kasi upon checking 3:15 p.m. nung June 8, nagkaroon ng distress call. So, around that time, so ginawa ko na lang siya na 4 p.m. But even so, no, yung kahit wala tayong exact na time, yung mga placements naman ng planets during that day ay ganun pa rin. Hindi naman siya talaga masyadong magbabago. Okay? Gagamitin ko tong technique na to kasi ito yung ginagamit noong medieval times sa life expectancy, sa pag-predict ng life expectancy ng isang tao. Pero kasi ngayon hindi na siya popular dahil syempre noong medieval times, maraming namamatay dahil sa sakit. Ngayon medyo advanced na tayo. So, napiprevent na yung pagkamatay dahil sa sakit. But this is interesting as well kasi kahit naman hindi gamitin yung technique na to, obvious naman makikita pa rin dito kung paano nag-play out yung mga malefic planets sa natal chart niya. So, first is yung pag-identify ng high leg. Yung high leg kasi yung tinatawag na giver of life. Okay? So, yun yung hahanapin natin dito. Dito kasi sa kanyang chart, napaka-obvious ng kanyang high leg, which is yung the sun. The sun is life giver niya, which is in the 11th house. In a good position siya. So, siya talaga yung magiging high leg, the sun. So, kumbaga, giver of life, yun yung kanyang vitality, the sun. And then, yung Alcocoden naman, ito yung planet na merong highest dignity in relation to the placement of the sun. So, in this chart, Venus is of the highest dignity, which is in the 11th house as well. So, ang Alcocoden kasi is the giver of years. So, kung yung sun, giver of life, yung dito, yung Alcocoden, which is the Venus, is the giver of years. Ibig sabihin, gano'ng katagal yung lifespan ng isang tao. And yung Alcocoden, ma-identify siya base sa kung nasaan yung high leg. Tapos i-check mo kung ano yung dignity ng planet na yon. So since Venus is in domicile sa Taurus, so yun na yung ating Alcocoden. Ngayon, yung meron pang isa, yung Anareta. Yung Anareta is the killer planet. So kumbaga siya yung puputol nung Alcocoden. Siya yung magdi-disrupt. Kaya pwede niyang i-cut short yung life expectancy or yung life ng isang native. So, para mahanap natin yung Anareta, actually kasi by default, it can be Mars or Saturn. Pero just to be sure, kailangan meron siyang aspect sa high leg. So, ito kasi high leg natin, which is the sun, hinahanap din yan. Meron din siyang way to, kung hindi mo siya makita, kasi pag inisip mo wala siyang, pag tinignan mo yung chart, Saturn is not really in a hard aspect sa high leg, di ba? Even Mars, so, hindi rin natin siya pwedeng gamitin as the, kasi technically that is sextiling. So, ang gagawin na natin is yung progress na sun. Yung progress sun, nadadagdagan niya ng 1 degree bawat taon. So, since si Rene ay 18 years old, so imumove natin forward yung degree ng sun. So, yan ay papasok dito sa 12th house niya. I think mga around 5 or basta ganun. So, magkakaroon yan ng square dito sa kanyang natal Saturn, which is 1 degree sa kanyang third house. So, ibig sabihin, si Saturn talaga yung kanyang Anareta or the killer planet. So, tingnan natin sa chart niya, paano yon nag-play out. So, the giver of life, the sun, makikita nyo, nagta-transit si Mars. Okay, before we proceed, identify muna natin kung ano yung mga planets na favorable sa kanya at saka hindi. So, since dito sa assumed rectified chart niya, natal chart niya, day chart siya. So, the sun is in the, nasa horizon, above the horizon. So, kapag day chart ka, Jupiter is more benefic sa'yo and si Venus is less benefic. Tapos, si Saturn is less malefic and Mars is more malefic. So, tandaan nyo yan. Mars is more malefic. Now, si Mars, nandito, nagtatransit siya closely conjunct sa kanyang giver of life. Pero, pag napansin nyo, di ba ang anareta niya or the killer planet niya is si Saturn? In-identify natin yon. Pero tinan nyo to. Yung nasan si Saturn? Nasa 10th house niya. Nagta-transit siya sa 10th house niya of career. Okay? So, related sa career niya, sa trabaho niya. And where is Saturn? Saturn is in Aries. Sino ang dispositor ng Aries? Si Mars. 'Di ba? Si Mars. So, technically, si Saturn, dapat less malefic siya para kay Rene. Pero, since ang nangyari dito, ipinasa ni Saturn kay Mars yung pagiging anareta niya, pagiging killer planet niya. So, si Mars, yun yung more malefic na planet para kay Rene as a day chart. Assuming na ito yung kanyang natal chart. So, ang nakikita ko rito, si Rene ay nasa wrong place at the wrong time with a difficult environment. Kaya na-trigger yung nangyari sa kanya. Yung natal Mars niya is nasa first house niya, which is in 29 degrees. So, anaretic degree yan, which is powerful and potent, and also medyo challenging. So, nasa first house yan of Cancer. So, itong si Mars is hindi siya masaya. Debilitated siya sa sign ng Cancer. And gaya ng nabanggit ko dun sa kanyang natal chart, assumed natal chart reading, yung ruler ng first house niya is nasa 12th house. 12th house is about losses. So, somehow, kung ito man yung natal chart niya, meron talagang losses ng pagdating sa kanyang physical health or physical body. Tapos, another thing, meron ding transit sa first house, yung Venus tsaka yung Jupiter. So, Jupiter, ang ruler niyan is yung kanyang sixth house of health and physical body and also routine and work. So, di ba, it is a routine yung ginawa nila or parang part ng routine nila yung ginawa nila sa dagat. And si Venus naman na nagta-transit rin sa first house niya, ay ang ruler niya nasa 11th house of friendship, community, andun nga nagta-transit si Mars na yun yung naging trigger or parang killer planet nung giver ng kanyang life, which is the Sun. So, nung chinek ko rin kung kailan yung birthday ni Divine Adili, yung kasama niya rin na mayapa, ka-teammate niya. So, April 14, I think 2005, Aries. So, sino ba yung ruler ng Aries? Si Mars. So, kayo na lang yung mag-isip kung paano yun connected doon. And another thing, di ba nung June 8, merong naging earthquake, strong earthquake sa Mindanao dahil yun sa paggalaw ng nodes. So, itong time na to, itong mismong transit na to, yung nodes ay naging direct siya. Kasi yung nodes naman kasi lagi yung naka-retrograde. Minsan lang yan nag-station. So, nag-station siya nung time na yan. We can also take that as an observation kasi 'di ba yung dagat nung time na yon masyadong wavy, no? So yung kanyang first house, which is the ruler of the first house, is transiting sa kanyang ninth house, which is travel. So nag-travel siya, and then itong transiting sa kanyang natal Uranus, which is about unexpected, like shocking events na may kinalaman sa travel niya, or ninth house kasi is also about learning, university, or any activity related to school. Even sa Vedic astrology, nag-a-align din yung mga transits niya. Kaya lang syempre, assumed natal chart lang naman siya, so hindi rin naman natin yun pwedeng pagbasihan. So, just a disclaimer, lahat ng sinabi ko rito are all alleged and based on assumptions. So, just take it with a grain of salt. Rest in peace to Renee and to Divine. My heart goes out to their family. We pray for clarity and healing during this difficult time.